Yes, from Axie Pro Tournament Season 2, now to Axie League, and from one tournament to another, we are still your host for this Axie League, brought to you by Sky Mavis and Undisputed Noobs. I'm T-Paul, and together with Paring JP.
Good evening, guys. Good evening for our Filipino viewers. But if you are in London or you are somewhere in North America, good morning and good afternoon, actually.
Yeah.
So, how is everything going on? We are already in week number 3. Remember, guys, this is an 8-week tournament, and it is in a single round robin format, wherein teams composed of 3 to 6 members. That's like 3 to 6 people. We mean teams of people here, not Axie teams, are going to battle against all the guilds. So it's a round robin format, and there are a lot of rounds here.
Yes, that's right. They will be battling it out with 4 teams each week, and that is mainly why they have played 36 games already, because this is week number 3, and we have 12 games a
Uh-huh.
week or a day for this one. And right now, as you can see on your screen, it is still YGG Elite 2 in front with 88 points, but Ready Aces is up on their sleeves with 86 points. And the farthest that we have seen someone on the second place was like 10 points away from YGG Elite 2. Right now, it's just 2 points away. It's just one win, actually.
Whoa, okay. So actually, these scores are not really fully updated yet. So anything can still happen as we
Uh-huh.
progress through the night or through the day. Things can happen as we cast these matches, these featured matches. Actually, we have at least 10 matches to feature tonight, and it's really fun because because we are going to feature Axie.gg. We're going to feature Novian Gaming, the chosen ones, Divsol. I think we're
Uh-huh.
gonna see him again. We're also gonna see Spam and Rice, and you know the funny thing about it is we just casted Spam and Rice in UGG earlier. We're gonna cast him again here tonight.
Yes, that's right, and I'm really excited to see if he will win against, or if he will have a redemption
Oh
for
yeah.
this one. Because unfortunately for the Spam and Rice fans out there, he lost earlier. But so much for that. We will be having first Troy from Huga.gg versus Mark Daryl from Prism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, okay. Let's see what's about to happen here. Oh, actually, wow, this is gonna be a bird
Mm-hmm.
with a pink cheek. You know,
With a pink.
I think this pink cheek. By the way, just a little trivia. I think this pink cheek will like have a discard mechanic in V3 or like in Origins.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah, guys, get your pink cheeks. But anyway, but he's gonna go against a mech aqua plant, so a bird aqua plant
Mm-hmm.
versus a mech aqua plant. Okay, so my thoughts about this actually is that since we are already seeing the card draws, it's actually gonna be a good advantage for. It's gonna actually gonna be a good advantage for Mark Daryl because Mark Daryl is the one in the on the right, and he's from
Mm-hmm.
Prismaxi. The one on the left is Troy. He's from Huga.gg. Now,
Yes.
going back to the card draws, he has 2 piercing sounds, and he might be able to utilize this the best way if he casts both of
Mm-hmm.
these piercing sounds in round number 1.
Yes, that's right. But what I'm curious here is this bird has a smart shot instead of supposedly the balloon, which is
Mm-hmm.
what we're used to seeing on the in this bird
Yeah.
version. But right now it's a smart shot, which just means that he will be or he can target that aqua on the midline for Mark Daryl here. And I'm just curious to see if that smart shot plus the Peace Treaty and Hair Dagger, double Peace Treaty and Hair Dagger will be enough to kill that aqua on the mid. But looking at it, or from my estimation here, I think it won't be enough. That smart shot is supposed to target mechs or beasts on the midline. But
Mm-hmm.
of course, if you have an aqua here, it's slightly tanky, or more tanky than those mechs and birds. But right now, if I have to make a prediction here, it's hard. It's really hard, but I have to go with Mark Darren.
Why? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna ask you that. Let's see how
Mm-hmm.
it goes. So, Okay, so okay, yeah, he
Hey,
just
will you
used those
skip?
two piercing sounds in here. Nobody will
Mhm.
skip, and that smart shot will just damage the Aqua, who didn't even use any cards in here.
So that just means that Aqua has the threat to be dead if the bird gets another smart shot.
Mhm.
He gets one, but he doesn't have the damage yet. And right now, Mark Darrell wants to make use of the Aqua, double Nemo plus the Angry Lamp and that Revenge Arrow to secure the kill. A no turn for
Wow.
that plant.
Yeah, he was supposed to shield up, but the vegan guy didn't really show up. Now moving on to round number three, that was a hair dagger, so he was able to draw one card. An acrobatic was casted, but it had no combo. He
Mhm.
just really wanted to deal damage there. But the life of this plant will end again.
You draw
And
cards.
okay, he will draw cards because of those heroic rewards, and he's able to activate the acrobatic this time. Now, I think it's gonna be a no turn again because these four cards are really more than enough actually to eliminate the Aqua of Mardaril.
And the balloon will be here. That means that one steel will be disabled here. Three energies for Mark Daryl. I think I'm making a bad prediction because as I can see, this is an Aqua and a bird versus a mech. Of course, this mech has an acrobatic, but that Aqua as well.
Oh,
From Troy has
oh,
an acrobatic. He needs to kill this Aqua as
okay.
soon as possible, but he cannot
Wow!
do that.
Did you see that double energy destroy? But what's the use of destroying the energy if your
Ah.
HP is gone anyway? And
Mhm.
because of that, we'll take on game number one. Our match number one is only best of one, guys. From
Yeah,
Wika.gg, so shout out Troy and
I
Yuga.gg.
I underestimated that bird coming out from Troy. The smart shot. He made use of it. He made sure that, especially that round one, wherein he predict. It's not really a prediction because he already has that three cards, or I mean, yeah, three cards, three energy to use the smart shot. So why not, right?
Yeah, why not? Well, that was actually a good play as well from
Mhm,
Troy. He didn't really panic, even though even though Mark Dial owns like two piercing sounds. So I
mhm.
would panic if I were him. But he really played that patiently and calmly. He was really chill. And because of that, he won. So
Yeah.
congratulations again to Troy.
So what a quick game one for us. And again, guys, the prize pool for this one is gonna be 175 AXS, 150 coming out from Sky Mavis, and the others is from Axie Player One. So big thanks to them, to the sponsors of this event.
Yep, shout out to Undisputed Noobs, Sky Mavis for making this tournament possible. Yeah, our prize pool is only 175 AXS. Only guys, that's still a lot. And of course, the advocacy of an undisputed noobs to help promote the community, to help the community enjoy Axie Infinity 10,000 SLP as your entry fee was already burned.
Was
So,
already burned.
was
During
already
week
burned.
number one, we have shown you the proof of that one. We might show you that one again later on. But right now, if you haven't shared our stream, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook as well. I don't know if we're live on Twitter, but if we are, go ahead and do your thing. Please go ahead and share this stream so that we can have, or a lot of you can witness this epic battles.
Yeah, actually, before we head on to that, let me just give you a rundown. We're gonna see Clio Republic versus RDX Guild. We're also gonna see Sir Charleston versus Edmar of RDX. Kairu versus Spam and Rice. AKG Gut from Gutman is gonna battle with a Meta T8 Wham. And we're also gonna see Snoopy versus Jay Morrow. So yeah, any familiar names you heard there, guys? We're gonna watch them all and many more.
A lot of games will be casted, will be shown to you this night, this day for our international viewers out there. And I think let's go ahead and check game number two. This is between Mad Fish from Mad Fam and Mark Ochi from Undisputed Noobs. Is this
Is this
Coach Ochi?
Coach Ochi base one? Is this him?
I really don't know. It's a different name for him. Uh,
Yeah, but they're both from Undisputed Noobs,
mhm.
right? So it's like
Yeah,
there's Ochi 1 and Ochi 2, or are they like the same person? Ochi, can you please like let me tag him? We need to know.
yeah, and Fitzy is on the comment section as well. Huge shout outs to you. Who are you rooting for? He mentioned here. So kindly let us know in the comment section down below. Who are you rooting for here? It can be a team. It can be the players. It can be specific players here if you know them, or if you have battled with them during this tournament or the arena,
Mhm.
wherever it is. During
Yeah,
screams, whatever, because screams are I mean a thing here as well. If you want to get good,
what?
practice, right? You need to practice.
Yep, we actually do. And I think we can go ahead and watch the second game. And let me see. That's supposed to be Cleo. Is it gonna be Cleo Republic? Yeah, it's gonna be Cleo Republic versus RDX Guild. Yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to Stuart Love,
Mhm.
to Cody Hernandez. Hi, Cody. To Wham. Okay, Wham is here, and he's gonna play. He's gonna play. We're gonna watch his game. We're also here with Said Paling, Fitzy, yeah, Lup D, Pergons.
Sorry,
We
my
are
bad.
Village for Medina. Hi, shout out to you, Joseph Robel.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Oh, okay. My bad. It was it was edited.
What was edited?
I mean, earlier for game number two, it was Mad Fish and Mark Ochi, and right now I'm seeing, yeah, Clear
Oh
Republic
yeah.
from Chosen Ones and Kaneki from the RDX Guild on the right side. So Chosen Ones, we have
It's a
seen,
launch team. I'm so
yeah,
happy.
we have seen this team earlier on the rankings. I think they are number 3 or 4 if I'm not mistaken. So a really good run as I mean so far for them. And again,
Mm-hmm.
RDX Guild, I haven't or I can't really remember where they rank as of this week number 3, but we'll check that later. So much for that. Let's check the lineups first, RJP.
What Wham is saying here in the comment section is that this lounge team is called the Tusok Tusok team. Well, it really looks like a Tusok Tusok team. I mean, yeah,
Uh,
Tusok Tusok.
wow. And Wam is from Metatate, right? And we will be
Yeah,
casting one of his games later
yeah,
on. But
we will.
yeah, right now, let's take a look at the teams. We have a launch team from Cleo Republic on the left side from Chosen Ones. Okay, I've seen this. The double cattail, he will make sure to use that one or to make use of it to maximize it because right now, as we can see, Kaneki or what? Yeah, connecting from the RDX guild on the right side has a beast. So 4 cards. No, this is just not 4. 4 cards from the mech are like beast cards, so he can
Yeah.
make use of that. He can maximize the cattail staff here. 3 cards from the dusk are bug and beast cards as well, and
Mhm.
one from the bird is a beast card, that hair dagger. So a lot of cards can be drawn here in order for him to be ready for the 1v1 situation. And we also have, not to mention, we also have
Yeah.
an ivory chop on the midline
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
that one. A lot of draw cards here.
Actually, this team looks really looks like it was made to counter the Aqua Bug lineups.
Mhm.
Having two cattails, having a bone sail, having a bug splat. It's like you were really expecting. It's like you were expecting RDX Guild to use. Or Kaneki rather. It's like you're expecting Kaneki to use an Aqua Bug, but unfortunately he didn't. He opted to go for a bird mech and a dusk, which is actually like a meta. We've seen this kind of dusk. We are used to seeing this kind of dusk recently. The grub surprise, piercing sound, bug splat, and cattail. They're
Uh,
actually very good. We just saw this one from Dizzy Boy, I think, earlier.
yeah. A lot
Yeah.
from the leaderboards, from the ladders they referred to, are using this dusk. It can be a plant as well, but the cards, they are almost identical. They have the sandals. They want the highest shield possible for the
Mm-hmm.
back card, and that is the sandals for them. And then for the horn, it can be the wooden stab, or it can be these caterpillars. And of course, for the tail and the mouth, it's supposed to be Goda and the cattail snap.
Yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen here because in
Okay.
round number one, we are seeing Kaneki getting aggressive here. going for that hair dagger, the bug splat, and the grub surprise. But actually, Cleo was really prepared for that. He used a cattail and went for a Luna Absorb, and now he has a lot of energy and he has a lot of cards. He doesn't even bother that his Dusk will be eliminated because he didn't really have much cards anyway. Now it's his time to shine.
That's right. Round number 3. Let's go. 8 energies for Cleo Republic. That is a lot, and this might be a dead Dusk already. And the piercing sound won't be able to destroy any energies
Oh,
here, but the critical will happen. That's a dead front line for energies for him too. For Kaneki.
yeah, actually, those two skips that Cleo Republic are really paying off right now, and because he has
Oh,
another cattail slap in here, he keeps on drawing a lot of cards, and he's not even worried that he's losing energy. Why? Because he's just killing the mech right now, and you know what happens? Pass
oh,
advantage is with this reptile with the scaly launch, and he's also activating the launch chain right now. And
look at that
what is Kaneki gonna
shield.
do about this?
Look at that shield! He didn't even penetrate the shield of the midline
Yeah.
Dusk here, coming out from Cleo Republic, and I think it's gonna be a surrender from Kaneki Cleo Republic with the Tusok Gaming.
Yep, two team it is. It did pay off, and it was just not used to like cancel out discard teams. You can also do a direct counter against that bird mech plant, and we all know that if you are going against a bird mech plant, like games are so fast because they just keep on damaging and damaging you. But since Cleo Republic's team there was a really thick, really thick in terms of HP, in terms of shield. They're just really hard. And it's just really hard to kill them.
Mm,
It was a nice play coming from Cleo Republic there. Those skips were really tactical.
yeah, a lot of skips, a lot of cards were drawn during that game, and could also both the players, but unfortunately for Kaneki, Cleo Republic gained the win for that game, and that was just game number 2 out of all the games that we are gonna show you. We have a question here from Wham. What are the games going to be streamed? We have a lot. It's a lot to mention right now, but
Uh-huh.
we'll make sure we have one for you, or we have one of your games, because I've already checked it, and I can remember having your name. You'll be up, or you were up against Gutman from AKG, I think.
Yeah, actually, your game is gonna be shown later on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me see. Let me see. I want to see who he's gonna go up against. Is it Gutman? No.
Yeah,
No.
it is.
It's not. Yeah,
Was
it's Gutman. Yeah.
I double checked it as well right now on the Discord. I thought it was edited again, but now it's Gutman later on. But again, guys,
No spoilers, please.
yeah, no spoilers, please, because
Delete that comment. Delete it.
as you know, oh no, I read it. Close my eyes.
Okay. Now I'm excited to watch game number 3 because we're going to have dun, 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 Sir Charleston from Lucky Knights versus Edmar again from RDX. RDX are
Yes.
actually trying to shine right now.
hmm we have a lot of games here from RDX. This is the second one, and again, the top 6 teams will be rewarded for this. We don't have the specific allocation yet from this, but what we know, of course, is we have 175 AXS prize pool. It's here.
Uh-huh. Well, of course, shout outs to Undisputed Noobs and Sky Mavis for making this Axie League possible. If you guys want to check the live scorings, it's available in axieleague.co.uk.
That's right. And this is an 8-week tournament. Mind you guys, this is just a third week. We have 5 more weeks to go for this to conclude. That is still a long way to go for all the teams, for all the players as well, because as far as I know, we will be rewarding those top players as well.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so now we are moving on to our game number 3, wherein we're gonna see Sir Charleston from Lucky Knights, and Edmar. Edmar from RDX, okay?
Mar is on the left.
Kind
Sir Charleston.
is on
Charleston?
the right. Yeah,
Charleston is
so
on the
RDX. RDX is here. RDX is here. And
right.
Lucky Knights is here. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So let's check the lineups that they have. Right now it's a bird bog plant for our Edmar from RDX Guild, and then we have a
This is
bird
the God Bug.
dusk for okay. This is a what caught my eye here is this mech that has the smart shot. I don't want to underestimate this smart shot axes anymore because we have seen this or we have seen a smart shot bird on game number 1, and right now we have a mech with a smart shot. That just means that he can kill that bug before he kills the plant, because that plant has a threat of shielding up a lot due to the
Uh-huh.
pumpkin, and it has a threat of the poison as well. But of course, speaking of the poison, that mech has the blackmail to pass on that poison later on. But what he doesn't have here, Sir Charleston, is a scarab
Mm-hmm.
for his team. Why am I mentioning scarab? Because this can go to a 1v1 situation between the mid lines, between both the mid lines, because those birds are squishy, and those both birds have the backdoor access in order to kill each other,
Mm-hmm.
and they have the egg bait as well.
Yeah, and actually, I think Edmure will not be able to utilize his gas unleash that much, or the nor the October treat, because the mech can jump into the middle, and the bird can jump behind into the bird. So they can just skip the plant and just kill him off when the two other axes are done. But let's see what kind of strategy are they gonna show us tonight.
Let's go ahead. Start game number 3, round number 1, and
Yeah.
this is a pumpkin to draw one card.
Yeah, and as we can see, he has two gas unleashes available, but he also had
Ooh!
these four cards available with him: the Dark Soup, Egg Bomb, Blackmail, and
Round
All Out
2.
Shot, successfully killing the bird. And this is what we were talking about before the game started. He will just keep on skipping the plant, but that Dust had no choice but to go through the front, and he'll be able to steal one energy with that. I think he's gonna get it back this round.
A round 2 kill on the bird, a round 2 backdoor
Yeah.
from Sir Charlton here. Of course, Edmar still has the chance here. Is he has that bug to sustain the damage later on, but that mech hasn't moved a finger at all. He has the cards, or he will have those cards later on, and he can go ahead and jump. That's a lot of cards.
Oh.
That's the fur bump on the cattail.
I'm still it's still like we need to side with Sir Charleston here, because he still has a lot of backdoor plays, and he's doing it again. He saved up all these bird cards for this round number 5, where he just needed
Oh,
to attack that bug with 4 cards. Still alive though, but it's already a 2 versus 1 situation. Oops, correct me, because
okay.
it just suddenly turned into a 1 versus 1 situation. What's about to happen now?
That
It's a
is
blackmail,
right.
ending
That
the life
hurts.
of this bug. The winner will go to Sir Charleston. Sir Charleston from Lucky Knights. That was a good prediction of what's about to happen. We said it. We did say it. That
Yeah.
those asses will just keep on skipping the plant. It's
Mhm.
just that the Dust didn't have any choice but to go to the front, but he was just playing along. But he was
Mhm.
just playing along, and he didn't even bother, because he was just waiting for his cards in the bird and in the mech to come back.
Uh-huh.
And that was actually a good combo. A mech with a smart shot and a blackmail was really
Mhm.
nice.
And
Because even if he like attacks a gas unleash, he'll be able to throw the poison to other axes.
that is a speedy mech, mind you, because it has two bird parts for the horn and the back,
Yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah.
even has I mean, I think it could be an aqua or a bird eyes and ears. So that's like 53 speed for that mech.
Oh yeah, it's like a bird in mech form. So still mech though, but kind of a bird also.
But what made a huge difference there was the round 2 backdoor coming out from Sir Charleston. He has the cards and he has the all out chat as well. I think he was able to draw or use 3 all out chats in total.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And guys, do us a favor if you are watching here in Facebook. Can you please share this live to
Mhm.
all your Axie Infinity Facebook groups because this live deserves to be seen and be viewed by many
I
tonight.
agree. I
Mm-hmm.
agree. This has what do you call this? The format for this tournament is one of a kind because of course the point system here
Mm-hmm.
we have 2 points for per win. I mean, 2 points, another 2 points for the team win. Another 2 points if you go for the 3-0 sweep because what's happening here is a team versus team, three versus three from each team, battling it out for the winning record. Of course, if you go two
Mm-hmm.
one, you get 6 points. Of course,
Yeah.
go 3-0, that's when it makes a huge difference because you will get 6 points plus 2, that's 10 points for your team.
Yep. So, speaking of teams, let us check our Axie League leaderboards. Right now, let me just refresh this. YGG Elite 2 is still on the lead with how many points is this? I need to see how many points.
Eight
Oh yeah, oh,
points.
88 points. And they're just 2 points ahead from Ready Aces.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
I'm
And
also excited on how Ready Aces is playing because
mhm,
many guilds have like different strategies, and sometimes
mhm.
what's interesting is that in one guild they all have the same kind of axes. It's
Yeah,
really
that's
cute.
right. And JH Fams on the third one. Chosen Ones is on the fourth and fifth. We have two teams from the Chosen Ones. So I think you should be calling it the Chosen Twos and not the Chosen Ones anymore because you have two Chosen Ones. The other one is the Chosen Ones Alpha Dogs, and the other one is plainly the Chosen Ones.
Yep. So the chosen ones, we also watch Ghost. He really made a mark inside my head last week
Mhm.
for his strong plays. And shout out to you, Ghost. I don't know if we're gonna watch one of your games this week,
Mhm.
but yeah, we miss you here tonight. So shout out also to RDX Guild. They're here in the comment
Ooh,
section. Oh wait, okay, so this is like game number
I
4.
like this.
Is
I
this
like this.
is this Kairu and Spam and Rice?
Yes, it is. And right now we are
This is very
seeing a
different from what we.
sumo, a
Yeah, we're seeing
sumo
a
mech
sumo mech,
from
and
Kairu, and Kairu is from Axie GG. He's on the
yeah,
left side right now. He's sporting a mech plant lineup for him, and Spam and Rise, as we mentioned earlier, we casted him during the UGG tournament
earlier,
early, yeah,
and he didn't
early
use
this
his kind of
afternoon.
lineup earlier. It's
Yes,
like
I was actually expecting him to use this variations of bug that we are seeing on tournaments and on the leaderboards as well. But of course, on the backline he has a reflectile. But look at that! Look at the tail. This is a different reflectile. This is not the usual reflectile that we are seeing because it has the neurotoxin, if I'm not
hey,
mistaken.
yeah, we watched him use this in Beat Invitational season 2.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. We mentioned this. We mentioned about this god reptile that has a neurotoxin instead of a tiny swing. Well, it's actually like a good alternative because a neurotoxin, um, their damages, the tiny swing damage and the neurotoxin damages are not really far from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the passive of this neurotoxin is actually very strong too. So
But
it's just that he doesn't have any poison mechanic.
yeah, that's right. So he won't be able to take
But the
advantage of
shield,
that.
the shield
But
of
a
that
shield, of
neurotoxin, yeah,
course.
is
Mhm.
also very
That's
competitive.
160 in total. 100 damage and 60 shield for the neurotoxin. And this is, more aggressive than the usual reflectiles because he doesn't need to wait for round number 5 in order for him to maximize the neurotoxin. He can use that as soon as round 1, right? But right now, what I'm curious, or what I'm seeing here is the Kotaro bite. What I'm afraid for Spam and Rise is the Kotaro bite coming out from the Reflectile because what we can see is
Mhm.
two plants, plant on the mid, plant on in front, And that Kotaro, but you won't be able to maximize the use of it. You won't be able to gain the energy out of it unless you hit the mech. And by the time that you hit the mech, I think the mech should have been ready for might be a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, that's actually about bound to happen here. And okay, so judging by their card draws, a lot of damage cards are more with mm are more with okay, it's not with spam, it's not with spam and rice, it's with Kairu here. Look at that, he has the hair dagger, and fortunately he's always first. Whatever happens, he does. Spam and rice doesn't really have a speed up mechanic, so this hair dagger's passive will
Mhm.
always be activated. And but we cannot really say what their plan is, but most likely
Mhm.
both of them will skip, except that spam and rice will use a cattail.
Yeah, look at the mouths here of this Axie. Sirius is out of the meta. It's the only piercing sound or Kotaro usually that we are seeing. But let's go. Let's check round number one. What will happen here? Let's see. Okay, both players are very, very aggressive in damaging those frontline plants.
Uh-huh. And that I like what we said. These are a lot of damage cards available. And Cairo actually wanted to go very aggressive and very headstrong for round number 1. Of course, Spammy Rice will use the cattail. And since he has another piercing sound, why not use it, right? And he's gonna end the
Ooh,
Spammy Rice is gonna end the life of the plant of Kairu there in round number 2. So this is
yeah.
already a 2 versus 3 situation. But Kairu
Mhm.
will have his revenge, killing that plant of spam and rice and doing a follow-up damage on the bug here in round number 4.
Yeah, we have a Scarab here, a double Kotaro, but of
Wow.
course, they both have a 31 speed as far as I can see. So that just means that he won't be able to gain the energy, but the damage will be there.
Ooh.
And right now, that plant has to take
Ooh.
the revenge, but that
Still alive.
damage won't be enough. It is really alive here. That dull grip deals a lot of damage.
Yeah, and he's about to shield up because he needs to gain a lot of energy first or save up cards for his
Ooh,
reptile. And now
done.
they are now down to a 1 versus 1 situation. No, there's a balloon. There's a balloon. The first Go Terabyte will not be casted. Will not be able to deal damage.
So here comes the Kotaro. He will gain one energy because of the fear coming out from the balloon. So that just means that he will have three energy for this round. Three energies as well for
Oh,
Kairu. And I think
oh
this
wow.
is a dead reptile
Wow.
already. Top it off with the acrobatic and GG. Well played. Spam and Rice continues the losing streak.
Well, it is true. And this is only like a best of 1 series.
Mhm.
It was only a best of 1 series. So, guys, congratulations to Kairu. That was actually a good play. What really got us there was the balloon. The double balloon in one round against that Reptile was really hard. Was really hard. And he had to like do a double Kotaro. He wasn't able to factor in the balloon, that the probability of the balloon being one of his cards. He wasn't able to reflect the damage of the balloon or shield up. Either way, that's what happened. But if we're gonna like rewatch this match from the first round, both of them really
Mhm.
did good plays. But the win really came from Kairu there.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm seeing comments here on Facebook. They are saying, or Coach Ochi actually is saying that the Gila tail or the neurotoxin was created to counter backline gravel ant or the numbing liqueation
Yeah.
for those plants. So good insight there. Thank you so much for, of course, letting us know because those players that knows those mechanics are usually coaches or leaderboard players, tournament players. Thank you for letting us know.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually the truth. So I actually never got my hands on a Gila or a neurotoxin, but it would be interesting if I did because they really annoy me whenever I come across them in the arena.
Mhm. Yeah, that's right. It really makes sense now because usually if you are faced with the numbing liqueation axie on the back, it just means that you will be only or you can only use the tiny catapult, your horn, the stone.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
But with the help of the Gila, with the help of the Neurotoxin, you now have two range cards in your arsenal. So that's it. That's the explanation of
Mm-hmm.
that variation of the Reflectile. But again, kudos to both the players, Spam and Rice losing against Skyru on that game. And our next game, of course, is none other than Metatate Wham. Of course, for Metatate on the right side later
Yeah,
on.
Wham is here. Wham is here, who accidentally spoiled the results of the game. Okay, so I actually forgot what I read earlier. So so shout out to you,
I,
Wham. Shout out to you.
I was able to read it, but I didn't absorb it.
Yeah, I literally erased it from my head.
Yeah.
Inside my
And
head.
then he will be up against Gutman
From
from
AKG.
AKG. AKG stands for Aston Knights Gaming Guild.
Yep. So guys, how are you doing there? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.
Mhm.
I'm seeing is this Terrence Bangad? Hello to you. And Stuart is here. Stuart is here.
Yeah.
Stuart is here again. Yeah. Hi Stuart. Yeah, he's
uh,
here in Twitch.
on Twitch. Okay, I was looking for his comment on Facebook.
Oh yeah. He's here in Twitch. Hi Stuart. Yeah, because we see him and yeah, he's everywhere. Yeah, because
He is.
we see him watching the UGG tournament. Yeah,
He
right.
really is everywhere.
Yeah, but of course, moving on to our game number 4. Again, it's gonna be Wham versus Gutman from AKG.
Yeah. Okay, we have seen the lineups here. So on the left side again is Gutman from Aston Knights Gaming Guild, and Wham is on the right side from Metatate, of course. So let's discuss the lineups here. We have an Indus Bird for Gutman on the left, an Indus Bird double plant combo, and the Numbing Licretion is there on the mid with the Mosquito and the Tiny Catapult. For
Mm-hmm.
Wham here, we have an Aqua, a Shrimpinator Aqua, of course.
Yeah.
The usual plant that we are seeing from the front lines. Really don't know what we should call this plant because the God plants are for those plants that has the sustain,
We
just
can
like
call
that
it a
one.
prince plant
Prince King
or
plant.
a king plant.
Yeah.
Because it's not really like godlike. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it is strong, of course, but it's not like it's being
The,
used everywhere. But it's also still popular.
it really is.
Yeah.
That's
But
one of
but
the
but
most
this plant with the
used.
gravel ant and the blood taste is actually
Mhm.
popular too from the side of Gutman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really excited to see the end game of this. Anybody could win. It's hard to choose who will win this one based just solely based on the lineup.
Yeah. But if I'm gonna have to make a bold prediction, I would give it to Wham. If I'm gonna make a bold prediction, I'm gonna give it to Wham because he has the Shrimpinator. He can easily like counter the bird. If he's able to save up cards and energy, he can just go through the bird's body and just like kill it.
Uh
And
huh.
then if in any case it boils down into a one versus one situation, the this plant with the gravel ant and the blood taste. Actually, both these plants have blood taste, so it's just gonna be a matter of like a melee, a prickly trap.
Uh huh.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to predict. It's the tiny catapult is there. There's really no range card
Yeah.
for the back plant of Wham. So oh
Sorry,
my
but
gosh,
I
I'm
have
so
to go.
conflicted right now. I'm sorry. I'm so
Sorry.
conflicted.
Yeah, sorry, but I have to go for a Gutman here. What I'm seeing
Yeah.
here, or what I'm predicting here, is the balloon. The balloon will be able to penetrate through this aqua. That just means that he won't be able to use the shrimp to jump on to the bird. If that happens, it's all for Gutman on this one. If he kills the plant as soon as possible.
Yeah, and actually, even if that bird won't be killed using a shrimpinator, the
Mm-hmm.
aroma play can still be there, and Gutman can also use it to his advantage. So I'm just really conflicted right now, but I'm really siding with Gunman already, just a little. Just a little. Because a gravel ant versus this plant of wham, you really have nowhere to go. You really have nowhere to go. You're just gonna be able to use the Bidens and the Bidens and the Bidens every round.
I think we can start. Let's go. Round number one. Who will go? Okay, they both went for the skip, and they both went very passive as well for
Mm-hmm.
round number two.
Yeah, but speaking of passive, this is really a cute attack coming
Cute.
from Wham here in round
Mhm.
number two. Yeah, attacking with only the wooden stab, and what's here in round number three?
Okay, here comes the bird with double egg. That just means that
Oh,
the shrimp, even without the shrimp, he will attack that bird. But will this man? Oh, it's a double shrimp. He was really desperate to kill that bird.
yeah, it was also it was a huge move. He was kind of hoping for a critical maybe, but this balloon just feared this aqua disabling that first crimson water, and because of that, this HP of the front plant didn't even go half, and this looking like a massacre already for the Axies of Wham.
Yeah, that's right. This still a 3 versus 1 situation. Another balloon. That just means that that hero's bait is out of the contest. And
Again.
right now, a double.
Oh,
Okay, a double Goda delivering the blow to that Aqua. We are down to 3 versus 1.
yep, and here in round number six, guys, the gravel ad will be activated already early on. Looks like, oh my gosh, Gutman is not joking. He is not joking, guys.
It's not. It really is not. That's a lot of cards disabled for now. But right now, it is the hair dagger plus the balloon. He or Metatate Wham opted to go for the double Bidens here because he doesn't have any cards that
But
he can use.
what's
But
that
right now,
shield?
a lot of
250.
energies for
256
him.
actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of energies, and he's just using the gravel, and he doesn't even care whether this plant's gonna be killed or not because he knows that it wouldn't be killed in any way. There's a blood says, and another leak. He's just sustaining himself.
Here comes the all-out attack, Pirate JP, round number 9, and I think this is a lot of damage that he can use against Wham, and Wham is out of this
Ow!
game.
Ended it with a critical. With a critical. That was really that was really fun to watch. That was really fun to watch. Saving up all of those energies, doing god skips and stuff. He just really saved all those energies and all those cards, and that last hit coming from Gutman.
Mm,
There were a lot of cards that was like three to 3 to 6 cards in there. There were like two blood saves in the midline plant. So it was already a huge amount of damage for Wham, and then there was like a critical hit.
mm-hmm.
That was really painful. It was really
Yeah, that's
painful for
right.
Wham.
And what made a huge difference there was the balloon plays. Of course, from Gutman's in this bird, as we call it, and
Mm-hmm.
that desperation play from Wham as well, because he knows that if he cannot kill the bird as soon as possible, the balloon plays can happen. And we saw how
Two
desperate he
consecutive
was.
rounds.
We saw how desperate he was to kill the bird. He used 2 shrimps, right? A shrimp plus a double damage card plus another shrimp to hopefully kill the bird. But the bird had the shields he needed in order to survive the attack.
Yeah, actually, I love what Seward said here in the comment
Mhm.
section in Twitch. He said that that crit with style. Yeah, the crit of style at the end. It's true because they didn't really need the crit, but just
Mhm.
to make it more beautiful, just to make it more fashionable, the crit was there.
Mhm.
The crit was there to save to make things more magical for all of us. And also those two consecutive rounds of using balloons
Mhm.
must have been very devastating for Ram. But I'm
Yeah.
glad he doesn't feel that way now.
And
He was
what
laughing at the comment section.
Wumps Aqua didn't have any zero cost cards because, of course, it's a Shrimpinator. What's the sense of a Shrimpinator if you have a zero cost card? Because usually zero cost cards are not efficient for backdoor plays unless you have
Yeah.
God mech with a twin tail.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it is what it is. For that game number 5, again, Metatate Wham was defeated by AKG Gutman.
Yep, and of course, guys, we still have more games to watch. That was only game
Mhm.
number 5. Who's excited for game number 6? I am. I
I am
am.
too. We are
Snoopy versus
excited for
Tomorrow.
this. And game number 6, let's go. This is Snoopy from Novian Gaming on the right with the Reflectile and Jay Morrow from Team OSC.
There you go. That's a Novian Gaming Guild versus OSC Guild. So shout out to both these guilds participating in our Axie League. How are you doing? So
Mhm.
this is a jumping poison lineup we're seeing from Snoopy. Oh no, it's Jay Morrow. Jay Morrow is on the left. So it's him using the jumping poison lineup, but it's going up against a God
Mhm.
Reptile team, and two axes in front with bug splats and
Uh,
cattails. So they okay. Okay, I'm really excited on how this is gonna work.
yeah, I'm excited too. And let's go ahead and check what will happen on this game that started out a Jumping Poison versus a Reflectile. And this,
Oh,
ooh,
oh, what
what
a
a
skip!
good way to use this piercing sound that's throwing two energies, and energies are a thing for the Jumping Poison team.
He must have been very frustrated about that, and right now he only has no choice. But he had no other choice but to use those three energies, giving three stacks of poison against Snoopy, and he
Mhm.
wants more blood, dealing more poison using the gas unleash against the front dusk. But the answer is here coming from Snoopy using the cattail, the double grab surprise. Now there's already a 2 versus 3 situation. Okay, so that cattail won't be able to deal damage, and but the wooden stab will.
Okay, poison once again for our jumping poison player. That is Jamar on the left again. Sneaky Ray, that's the venom spray and a barb strike. So that is 3 ticks of poison. But here
Uh-oh.
comes the Kotaro. It is maximized up to the fullest potential because that is a dusk, a faster Axie than the Reflectile.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to gain energy. He wants to destroy energy. Thankfully for J Moro, no energy will be destroyed in there. Oh, it's a last stand. Well, when worst comes to worst, this is still a 3 versus 1 situation, but now it's already turning into 1 versus 1. He has a smart shot, so he can go directly to the God Reptile, skipping that plant in the last stand, giving him 2 venom sprays, which only increase the poison stacks in there. That's like 10 per turn.
Yeah, that's right. Is this still winnable because the tiny swings are already activated? Round number 8, already 122
He's still first
HP
though.
left for him. This is a desperate move. Chump plus the barb
Yeah.
strike plus the chump. That just means that the shield will be disregarded, but the chump will be here.
Oh.
Bulwark to remove that one and to cut it off. The tiny swing once again.
Oh. Wow. What a nice play coming from Snoopy there. Yeah, Snoopy's cute, but his moves weren't. They were devious. They were devious moves there. Actually, he had the advantage right away when he used the double piercing sound from
Yeah,
round one.
from
Yeah.
round one. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in, especially if you are a combo dependent lineup. If you have a combo dependent lineup, just like the jumping poison teams, you cannot really backdoor with like 3 or 2 energies unless you are or unless you have those venom sprays as early as possible. But unfortunately for him, he didn't have those.
Yep, and actually, well, when those piercing sounds were already used, he wasn't really patient enough. I mean, he wasn't really patient enough to like save up more energy and go for a lot of damage for the next round. He really used up all his energies there. Oh, we're seeing new SLPs burned again.
Yeah, that's right. This is the transaction from 14 days ago. 320,000
Wow.
SLP were burned for the economy to grow. That's the main goal of this tournament. And those 320,000 SLP all came from the participants. One
Mm-hmm.
team is supposed to pay 10,000 SLP for their entry fee. And right
Mm-hmm.
now we are checking the standings, and you can see here the bottommost teams. And of course, we still have 5 more weeks. A lot can still happen here, but you need to start winning. I mean,
Yeah.
as soon as possible, right? And these are the
Oh, Ghost is still in the
players.
leaderboards.
Ghost is still here. Jama is the number one player for now. 11 games out of 12. Wow.
This guy doesn't know how to lose. You want me to teach you how? You want me to teach you how to lose? You want it's like he only lost by luck. In there. Looking at our players here, guys, is your chance to shine. You still have 5 weeks left to climb up into the leaderboards. It is an enjoyable experience, and I hope even though your ranking is not very high, I hope you play it until the end, because it's still a huge experience, and you may still get the chance to go against your idol if you have one. Because earlier in UGG, there were a lot of players looking for their idols, looking for
Mhm.
their heroes, waiting to go against them.
And the most wanted man on that tournament was Spam and
Lemon
Rice.
race,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
he's down to the lower bracket, so a lot of players on the lower bracket as well are looking for him. And right now, so much for that. I think we can go ahead and show you game number 7. This is gonna be between Itachi T from YGG Elite 2. This is the number 1 team as of this third week of our Fantasy League, and he is on the left side while Dipsul is on the right side. He's from the chosen ones.
Yeah, we actually watched Divsel last week as well. And
Uh-huh.
I think this is the first time we're gonna see Tachiti. So we're gonna see a jumping poison lineup again, and it's interesting because it's gonna go up against an Aqua with an Arowana and a plant with a Blood Sace. What I mean by that is that these healers are going against poisoners. So this is the time where we see the place where we see who is stronger, a poisoner or a healer.
Yeah. And now, yeah, he has 2 heals, but if this comes down to 1v1, no, it won't be that bird surviving, because if he draws those cards from the backline dusk here, 2 Cerastus plus the Barb Strike could kill the bird, and you can also poison the bird with 2 Barb
Mm-hmm.
Strikes plus the Venom Spray. The bird doesn't have anything or any blackmail to pass it out to debuff it. This is a machine gun bird, as we refer
Machine
to.
gun bird.
Yeah, machine gun bird, but this one has an arco. So the main use of that is to be faster than the opponents, but he is the fastest Axie as of now. And those jumping poison teams that we are seeing doesn't have the mechanic to be faster than the opponents.
Yeah, I am actually predicting here that what do you call this? I'm actually predicting that Itachiti will rush the death of this bird, because he knows that it's a huge damager. It's gonna give him a lot of headache by the time it comes to a late game. So he wants to get his Cerastus, a double Cerastus, and one sneak raid as soon as possible.
The draw will play a big part here. The shields up from the midline as well. If you time it well with what do you call that one? The shipwreck. If you time the backdoor well with a shipwreck, that can play
Yeah,
a
smart
big
shot.
part here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's go. Let's check what will happen here on round number 1. As I can see, the vegetal bite is on its way up. The
Ooh.
pumpkin as well. So he will be able to steal one energy, and they will be both having 4 energy.
Yeah, he wasn't really afraid of getting his energy stolen in there. He just wants to gain his energy back here in round number 2. Oh, he wants to farm more energy. And now both of them have 6 energy, but the gas unleash is here. The
Uh-huh.
gas unleash is here. And that bird will receive 2 stacks of poison and 1 stack of poison for that plant as well.
Wow!
Another gas
What
unleash. What a
draw
drop.
for him, right?
Yeah, got
Two
lucky.
yams are here for him, and this just means a lot of
Oh,
stacks of poison for that
oh.
bird. That is 7 stacks and 1 for that aqua. This is what you want if you are the jumping poison team.
Yeah, who would have known, right, that in two consecutive rounds he'll have another gas unleash, and so that bird is suffering right now. Literally, I am so afraid that this is gonna turn to a two versus one situation as soon as possible because there are 14 poison ticks rather in
Mhm.
every turn. So now what we're seeing here is Itachi is rushing the death of this Aqua using that double Cerastus. He didn't even use a sneaky raid to end the life of the bird. And now he doesn't really have to anymore because this bird is already vomiting poison.
You do with those energies if you have 7 stack of poisons and 8 before the round ends? That is a round win for a jumping poison composition.
That was really, really harsh.
For me, the MVP there was the plant.
The
Yeah,
plant
the plant.
who like farted his way through winning.
He dealt, or yeah, he dealt 7 stacks of poison on the bird, 1 stack on the aqua, and from that from that round onward, it was all on the jumping poisons favor.
Yeah, he actually has a very great game control there. Itachi, we'd have to give that to him. That was a good play. That was a good play, and I'm not, to be honest, I'm not Dipsel. We cannot doubt his capabilities. After all, he we are familiar with his name in the leaderboards, but during that game, it was really Itachi that dominated.
Yeah, that's right. And
Played his plan.
these two teams are actually members of the top 5 teams that we have. So it's very important game for them. But of course, again, that's just one game out of a lot of games that you are gonna play. If I have to count it, 31 times 3. Here comes the math. 31
Yeah.
times 3. That just means 93 games. Is that right? 93 games that you will be playing for this 8-week tournament?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. So, guys, that was really a cool game to watch. Congratulations again to Itachi T. Yeah, Stuart was really in awe with the game as well. That was really cool. That was really cool to watch. But next up, we have JH Fam and MTTM official. Shantizi on the right from JH Fam and Dalizi from MTTM official on the
Yeah.
right.
And Ciantizi, or yes, Ciantizi is from the JH fam, and if I can remember it correctly, this is the number 3 team of our ongoing running week 3, of
Uh-huh.
course. And then MTTM official, not really sure where they rank as of now, but this is Dalesy again on the left and Shantizi on the right. Let us know about the lineups, JP.
Well, we're seeing a gravel ant again with a drain bite, but this is a bird plant versus a plant aqua plant. Looking at the formation and the composition, there's a lot of advantage here. Actually, to be honest, with there's a lot of advantage here with oh,
Dalesy.
it's Sean Teasy because what I'm seeing here, when it boils to a one versus one situation, the discard will play a huge part. The gravel ant cannot disable the parasite, and the
Mhm.
parasite can discard the gravel ant. So that's
Yeah.
actually a huge advantage, and it also deals a lot of damage. It also deals a lot of damage, and both of them are healers. So when it boils down to like a blood moon curse, the advantage is with Shantizi. Also, he has the dark swoop. He can easily cancel out the aqua,
Yeah,
prevent it
that's
from
right.
dealing damage.
But the long-term game plan here, of course, the end game plan for Dale Z on the left is a 2 versus 1 situation. He needs that Aqua to deal damage to the plant, and he can do that, of course, with the help of the Arco. If he can be faster than the
Uh huh.
bird, he can give a no turn to that bird, and then by that time, I think that Aqua can just wait it out until he can dish out damage on the plant.
Yeah, actually, that's possible if he's able to save up all those shields before it's too late. So I'm really curious about what's in store for these two players here in our game.
Yeah, that's right. Piercing sounds and serious, of course. On the early game is gonna play a big part as well. Let's check out what will happen Let's start.
Yep. Oh, what an aggressive move coming in coming in. Oh, that
Bird.
piercing sound of the double blood splat. That was that easy for you guys. And there's an early aroma play preventing the death
Yeah,
of
he
that
knows.
plant.
He
Wow.
knows that Daisy here only has two energies, and
Yeah.
whatever two energy you have
Oh no.
won't suffice to kill the bird, and he will be discarding all the cards here.
All of the
And
cards.
he drew all the cards in front.
Oh.
But right now it's a backdoor play. Will this be enough? The blackmail and the all out shout is here,
It's
and
enough.
it is enough. No shield on that aqua, and this is a dead aqua, a dead plant. However, for Shantizi.
Yeah, and he's just using literally this wooden staff to kill off the plant, just to make sure there's gonna be a 2 versus 1 situation already. And now, what's in store for Shantizi? He wants to use a Drain Bite, a Parasite, and another Drain Bite, but he will have to suffer the wrath of Dalizi here using the double prickly trap and the gravel ant. Now, his Drain Bite is gonna be unavailable, but he will still live because the damage of Dalizi will not be enough for him to kill the plant of Shantizi.
There's a chance here that he won't be able to draw the numbing legration, and that is what will happen. So that just means that next round he will be able to use those drain buys to get back those HP. But yeah, he will go ahead and do that.
Uh oh. He will keep on doing this until the end of our lives. He won't be able to heal. The Lizzie won't be able to heal because it's always disabled. And you know what? Shanties is not even using the parasite anymore because he doesn't need it yet. He's just waiting for the Blood Moon Curse to finally, just to wait for his HP to go red and then finally end his life in there. But he will never miss out on using the Gravel Ant.
That's right, and he has a full set of cards here. Whatever three cards he uses will just go back to his hand, and that is it. Shantizi with a masterful play here. Coming out from that one, we didn't need to see the ending of that.
That would be painful to watch if we did see it. So I'm actually a little glad that we didn't see it because that would be so heartbreaking. I mean, like as a player, you're suffering, you're never ending suffering. That's just really hard to. To Shantizi for winning that game number 8.
Mhm. And wow, we are down to the last two games of this week number 3 or day number 3. And if you want, if you are enjoying watching this, let us know in the comment section below wherever you are watching, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. Let us know your thoughts about this game so far.
Yep, and guys, as well, I would like to give a huge shout out to Stuart who is watching there in the comment section.
Mhm.
Also, Sean Garcia, Joyce Flores, and of course,
Mhm.
Undisputed Noobs and Sky Mavis for making this Axie League very, very possible for us Axie players to enjoy. The Axie community should be proud of this tournament. So, guys, if you find it inside your heart to like share this stream into any of your Axie community groups, that we would be forever grateful for that.
Yeah, right. Wow, down to the last two games, but I think everyone wants more, right? But we
Yeah.
still have two more games to cast to show you for this week. For this week number 3, again, this is an 8-week tournament. So if you want more, just do. Set your alarms, right? This is gonna be the same time, same day every week. It's Saturday, 11 p.m. for
Mhm.
PH time. And then what time is it for your UTC? Forgot about the specific time
Well,
for.
it's like 4 p.m. in UTC now.
Hmm.
So we usually start 3 p.m. UTC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 p.m.
and 11 p.m. PH time.
PH time. Let's go. Game number 9 for you guys. This is an aqua. Or for first things first, let's introduce our players for game 9. Sin Kale. On the right side is from CG Scholars and
Yeah,
another game from Gutman. He
again.
deserves another one because he won earlier.
Yeah, this is the night of Gutman, and usually we pick the games who actually have a lot of plot twists. So this is really an excite. This should be an exciting game. Sinkale, I remember him. We watched his game during week number one. During week
Uh-huh.
number one, yeah, we watched one of his games. But let's see if who's gonna shine brighter for this game number nine. We have an aqua mech plant for Gutman, whereas we have a plant dusk plant for Sinkale.
Yeah, this is a god mech, but it is not placed on the back. It is in the midline for him. And right now, that aqua, that is, I think the most used Axie for all the tournaments that I'm seeing, I'm casting. This is the, this is overused.
Yeah, it's actually very popular right now. I am worried about this Axie because if it gets if it gets breeded a lot, they can be nerfed. They can be nerfed.
But okay, this is a plan, thus plan. So that beast has a job to do. He needs to kill all. He needs to get all the cards as soon as possible, so that by the time that the frontline plan is dead, he can like regain or redraw those cards. The Cattail Slap, of course, will play a big
Hmm.
part because we have the grab surprise, we have the piercing sounds, we have those sandals as well in order for him to draw those cards. So let's see what will happen.
Yeah, okay, so here in round number one, oh, both of them playing it aggressively, leaving themselves zero energy for this round. So there's a bug splat and another bug splat answer. These are just really, really painful cards here in round number one. But the one who's in pain more is gonna be the Axie of Sinkale. It's
Yeah,
Sinkale, right?
yep,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
Sinkale.
Sikil
No, no, it's
is,
Gutman. It's Gutman on the
yeah,
left.
Cutman, yeah.
Yeah, it's Gutman on
Sikil
the
on
left.
the right, so that is a dead plan. And will this be a dead plan as well for Gutman?
Was
No,
it a no
not
turn? It was a no
yet
turn, right?
for him.
Yeah. But here, moving on to round number three, there's a double tail slap. Goodman is trying to secure his energy. Only one of those energies to be destroyed by Sinkale here in
Mhm.
round number three. But now in round number four, a double crimson
Oh,
water is here to deal a lot of damage to this aqua. He's trying to rush the death of this dusk.
he was kind of thrifty on that play because he didn't use the Sinister Strike. He
Mm-hmm.
was expecting that Sinkale here will not attack on the Dusk, so it could have been a misplay for him, but there could be a plan as well
Oh,
because
yeah,
this
there's
is
a plan.
a double Arco for him and Sinister Strike plus the Revenge Arrow that will hurt that backline plan coming out from Sinkale.
Yeah, he's gonna heal back anyway. Thankfully, it's gonna be a mix, so his HP will just heal a little. But this is still a huge amount of shield coming from Sinkale, and this is gonna be hard for Gutman to penetrate through. Now he has
Uh-huh.
two steel slaps that he can use for the
Ooh,
next round. He
that
can save
hurts.
energy, but look at the damage! Look at the damage! He wants to surrender already. Why is he skipping? Because he has no other choice. He knows that death is coming, and this game will go to Sinkale.
Leak is the key for it, it just synced in for me that the leak is a combination for the mosquito or those zigzags, those sustains. Why?
Uh-huh.
Because the scarab is a range card. That's the only counter for heals, right? That's the only card that can negate the heals that you have. So once you have the leak and you disable the scarab, that just means that you will be able to heal from the next round because it
Yeah.
lasts for 2 rounds, the debuff from the scarab. So still, since you have the Bidens and since you have disabled the range cards for your opponent, there's a huge chance that you will survive the next attack.
Yeah, actually, I also just realized that Gutman could have used the sneaky raid beast cards combo to like kill off the plant because the dusk won't be able to heal back anyway, but the plant can. So it would matter if you deal a lot of damage to the plant first before killing it off, just to make him just to catch him off guard or something. Yeah, so but it is what it is, and that game was really taken by Sinkale. So shout out to you.
Yeah, Sinkill, this one said Pal Ing because he's saying here that hopefully you won't call me cancer again for using that. Was it us who called you cancer? We are sorry if we did, but I cannot recall that we did.
Yeah, yeah. You should. Sherry Ann McNally is actually kind of correcting us. She's saying that it's Sinkale. Okay, okay. Because
No, no,
we.
he was. I think he was joking. You should
Oh,
rename
was it?
yourself. I don't know. I really don't know. Sinkill, okay.
How do you pronounce that? Is it Sinkale or Sinchale or Sinkale? Yeah, let us know. Like Michael, right? Like
Mhm.
Michael, because you don't really say Michael. Yeah. Hi, Sherry CG. Hello.
Wow.
It's you. How's
So
it going?
that is game number 9 for you guys, and we are down to the last game of this stream of this week, number 3. And again, guys, of course, we would like to thank Undisputed Noobs and Sky Mavis for having us here. A lot of thanks as well to Axie Player One for providing additional prize pool for this,
Yeah.
and specifically, we would like to thank Steve Woody, Cody, Fitzy, and the rest of the gang from Undisputed Noobs.
I love you guys. I love you guys. And as we transition here to game number 10, we're going to see a Meta T8 player again going against Mad Fam family, Mad Fam 001 Mad Fish, and the player will be IU.
That this is a battle of the discards, JP. Even if
Oh, yeah.
yeah, even if Royce here on the right side from Metatate doesn't have those, I mean, he has those Thunderclaws, he has those Parasites, and both of them has 4 cards that are discards.
Yeah.
But
And
it's like well distributed for Royce, whereas for IU it's gonna be those bugs who will do it.
yeah, the meta, the bug Pocky, the kind of meta. This is actually very common and very popular too. And that they're still doable. They're still working. They're still executable. I know it because I'm one of those users. I'm one of those players who has this kind of lineup. And this is actually going to be very interesting because Royce 04, well, it's actually, if I'm gonna have to make a bold prediction, I'm gonna have to go with Royce 04 because he has a speed advantage against these bugs. And you don't really get to draw the anesthetic bait all the time. So he must be patient in dealing damage. Just like
Mhm.
he doesn't really need to rush, but he can save up energies and cards and just like attack all of them in one blow.
Yep, that's right. But when it comes to speed later on, I think, of course, IU has the advantage on the 1v1 situation, all because he has a 57 speed Aqua on the back, whereas Royce here has that's a Thunderclaw, so I think that's 54 speed for his backline Aqua. So even if he has 2 coins, if IU times it well as well with 2 coins, IU will be the first one to hit.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. So, well, judging by these card draws, looking at IU, he wants to discard all of the possible cards to discard here. I'm just
Mhm.
worried that the cattail will be available. Fortunately, there's no cattail present here in round number 1, so he's gonna do a discard galore.
Yeah. And I just remembered something here.
But
We haven't casted a game in Tagalog or in Filipino. Should
oh
we cast
yeah,
this one in
you want
Filipino or should we go for the straight English?
if
Let us
you
know,
want
guys.
to.
We will be giving you like I think 15-20 seconds tops on the comment section. Let us know if you want this to be casted on English or Filipino, because I just remembered that we are used to doing like 1 to 2 games of Filipino cast for
Okay, let's do it.
yeah, we're waiting for your answers, guys. Okay, one down. PH
Let me check
said
the
by
comment section,
Undisputed
bitch.
Noobs. Okay, I think 10 more seconds. Okay. I think it's a unanimous decision here from Twitch, from
Okay.
YouTube, from Facebook. All the comments that I'm seeing here is from Undisputed Noobs,
Uh-huh.
and he said PH.
Okay. Let's
That
do it.
means Filipino, a Filipino cast, and Stuart Love said PH as well. Is this thing? Is this the same Stuart from?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's the same Stuart from Twitch, right?
Yeah, it's him. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
Stuart.
Now you have a
Hi.
pitch. Now we can like picture you now. You're not just
Okay.
a name. You have. Okay, let's go! Filipino na nga! Ang sabi nila dito, ang
Okay,
hiling
tara.
ng mga tao para sa ating huling laro ngayong gabi pagbibigyan natin. Ang mga Pinoy, hindi nga Pinoy eh, di
Hindi
ba?
nga Pinoy eh.
Hindi
Gusto
Pinoy
nila
yung mga
Tagalog eh.
nag-request, di ba?
Oo.
Pero since, di ba, since na-request nyo yan, kahit di nyo kami naiintindihan, alam ko na na-feel nyo yung hype na ibibigay namin dahil ito yung ito yung lingwahe talaga namin eh. So mas
Yep.
even if naririnig nyo kami nag-English yan tuloy-tuloy, syempre mas komportable pa rin naman tayo mag Tagalog. Kaya simulan na natin. Let's start this game number 1, discard team versus
Ayan na nga.
discard team.
Ayun na nga ba sinasabi natin, maraming madidiscard na cards dito para sa kampo ng kanan. And meron pa nga pag-bug splat doon. Napakasakit para sa plantitong yun.
No, yung doon, pero ang alam natin is masakit na yung naging damage niya dito.
Yep.
Meron siyang mga cards pero puro midline yung nakakakuha
Naku,
ng
discard
cards
na naman.
dito sa mga bugs natin. Walang cards yung frontline at pwede na tong mamatay pero nagsisave pa rin ng energy ng cards. Si Roy
Pinag-usapan natin
is
to
right
kanina
now
eh.
8 energies for him. Very efficient yung
Yep.
gagawin niyang kill dito.
Pinag-usapan natin to kanina eh, di ba? Na kailangan niya lang maging patient, mag-ipon lang siya ng cards, do an all-out damage, and hindi pa siya tapos doon. Dahil dito sa round number 5, dedire-diretsuhin niya na yung pagpatay dito sa midline bug ni Ayu.
Malaki third etong bug na to. Prepared siya for the stun ng anesthetic bait. And this is 3 attacks from the Aqua. And that's it. There is
No
no
turn pa.
way para manalo dito si Ayu para sa akin. Kasi cards-wise, wala siya nun. Energy, yes, nandyan. Pero yung cards, it will play a big part. And the double coin will be here. Nandito na yung speed up na hinahanap natin na pinag-uusapan natin kanina pa. And Royce will just need to get patient.
Tingnan mo naman, mauuna pa rin yung Axie ni Royce, yung Aqua niya, and enough na to. Isang Hero's Bane, isang Scale Dart. Gusto pa nga mag-go-card. At dahil dyan, siya ang mananalo. Royce, 0-4 from Meta T8. Aqua discard lineup.
I know you weren't able to understand what we said, but I hope you felt the hype that we were bringing for that very last game that we have for this week number 3.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that was really an exciting game to watch. All those patients, all those patient moments coming from Royce. Those those blows of damages. They're just really lovely to watch. It was painful, of
Yes.
course. It was painful for Ayu, but Royce 0-4 just really dominated in that match. Really destroyed the Axies. I mean, Ayu was depending on his discards, but Roy 0-4 had an answer to that. He had Aquas and he had discards as well.
Yep. And they are saying here in the comment section that they felt it. They felt the hype, even though they didn't understand what we were saying. So thank you so much for listening to us, even if you don't understand. I know it can be hard, but of course, once you see us doing the actions, once you hear the voices, the tone of our voices, I know that deep in your heart, you felt it.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for having us cast those 10 games. They were really fun, and we actually learned a lot from them. And we were really looking forward to seeing more like lineups. And Stuart actually mentioned earlier, how will trends change? How will the Axie community react when Origins come in? So all of us are actually waiting for that day, and I know you guys are preparing well. You're really preparing well for us, so that the game will be enjoyable for all.
So once again, we are showing you the standings of all the teams as of week number 3. All of these teams have played 36 games, and YGG Elite 2 is on top, winning 28 out of the 36 games they played.
Mm-hmm. It was actually very fun, and like right now, we are seeing YGG Elite Two still on the lead. Last week they were on the lead in week number two. Now here in week number three is still them. Ready Aces is actually pretty competitive, just fell off short by 2 points. I We are actually curious on how this rankings will shift up, and if this will stabilize already from week 4 to week 8.
Yeah, but it's 2 weeks in a row already for YGG Elite 2 that they are on top. So it's a pretty good sign for them. It just means they are really doing good. But again, we have Ready Aces and JH Fab, and also the Chosen Ones just around the corner on 80-ish points for them. And then CG Scholars up until the Metatate team that is like 5 teams, so that is our top 10 for this one. Again, top 6 will be rewarded. We might show you like the prize pool allocation as soon as possible. We will show you. We might be able to show you that one on week number 4 or maybe week number 5, as we are almost halfway done on this 8-week tournament.
Yeah, but it was really fun. Kudos again to Undisputed Noobs for making this tournament possible. To Steve, to Cody, to Fitzy, to Sky Mavis for helping out, for powering up this tournament. This Axie League Season 1. We're going to get a Season 2 with your support, of course, as long as we keep supporting this tournament, as long as we still get SLPs to burn.
Yep. And make sure to like and follow our pages as well. Mine is Caster, Theo Paul, and Parang JP is Parang JP Gaming. So I think we can put the comments using our pages so that you can like and follow us if you want to see us more.
Yeah, I'm actually also in Twitch, just sparing JP. Just simple
Yeah.
as that. I'm gonna comment it down. Yeah. Bye.
Advance. Thank you for the follow, guys. And I think that's it. That sums up our week number 3, and we still have 5 more weeks to go. A lot can still happen, but what we're sure of is we are still gonna be your host up until the very last day. Again, this is Tio Paul together with Parang JP signing off. Good night for the Filipino fans, Filipino viewers, and good afternoon. Have a good day ahead for our international viewers. See you next week, same time, same place.